Is this screw working? This screw is working. Whatever. My camera is not working and I'm not gonna fix it. Good luck. Anyway, I was saying like you shouldn't bother if you sound like Neanderthals. It's okay. As long as you can communicate, it's fine. So let's keep going. Let's keep going with this. Another way, like I said, like my favorite color is red. Mi color favorito es rojo. So favorite, red. We can also introduce our age. Really easy. How old are you? Like in the example on the screen, I am 30 years old. Tengo 34 años. This is important. You don't have to use the pronoun every time you talk. We know there are marks on how you do. So if you ask my age, I will just say tengo 34 años. So, Bola, since you are the oldest here, how old are you?
Tengo 24 años.
Yes, good job. How about you, Jess?
Tengo. I know you just said it, but I don't remember what you said.
Say it in English.
34. Yo tengo 34 años.
There you go. How about you, M?
Tengo 25 años.
Good. Yes. Yes. That is good. I'm not gonna put Gio on the spot because he's the youngest.
He's 55.
So after all of this, you always say nice to meet you, right? Like blah 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 blah. I'm M and I will respond nice to meet you. In Spanish is mucho gusto. It's not exactly the same thing. Nice to meet you is in one-on-one, it's me dio mucho gusto conocerte. But we don't need all that words. We don't need that many words. We just say mucho gusto. I'm not gonna make you do that because I crashed. And I have so many other presentations here, other slides. You can also continue with whichever of these and ask the person you're talking with and you. So, me llamo Jett Skylar. And you? That would be E2. So, let's say, Volara. Me gusta el color rojo. ¿Y tú? What color do you like, Volara?
Mi color favorito es verde.
Okay. Ask. Choose whichever and then ask someone else here. ¿Y tú?
Me gusta Cypher. ¿Y tú?
See?
This is good.
I don't know if that counts, but that works.
Okay, M, just choose one of these and then ask ¿Y tú?
Mi amo A2. That was to a person, but
Yeah. Let's say Gio. Let's say you were talking with Gio. Now Gio, just choose one and then ask Jazz. ¿Y tú?
Me gusta queso. ¿Y tú?
Good.
Me gusta cookies. ¿Y tú?
Fine. Me gusta Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII. Good job. This is our first slide. We did it, gamers.
Yay!
And nobody crashed in the process.
Nope.
Now, pronouns. We love pronouns in Spanish. We don't use them that much, but we love them. And we spread them in two different kinds. Singular and plural. It's very important. This is part of the starting go into the beginner. We have as you can see, we have you several times. And I will go with them. So I in Spanish is yo. You, as in a second person, like just a second person, it's tú or vos. Or, yeah, no, just vos. Tú is more used in overall the Hispanic world speaking. Vos or the vosotros is more in Spain and South America. A bit of a different kind. Not exactly Colombia. This is for UM. This is not exactly for Colombia. You can still use tú. But it's there. Just bear in mind. Then you have usted. Usted in English is also you. But this is more like a respected you. Right? It's usted, you will use it when you're talking maybe to your boss or in South America to your parents, for instance. It's a respectful you. Then you have él, ella, which is he and she, and the plural version. We, nosotros o nosotras, you in this just plural second pronoun, vosotros, vosotras, ustedes, it's the same thing, but this is not a respectful ustedes. This is just several you, several yous. Like right now I'm talking to all of you. That is ustedes.
Is this Spanish y'all?
This is Spanish, y'all. Yeah.
I think.
And then you have the plural of they, which is ellos, ellas. I know we have also a mark of gender here, but I'm not going to go in with that just yet. This one is going to be a really fast slide. Just need to remember this. If you don't need to copy or get a screenshot, I will send you all of this later on.
Mm-hmm.
Now, survival Spanish. This is what you came for, at least for the first class. We have WhatsApp questions. So, those are the ones we use daily. How are you? The formal way, the informal way. How is it going on? What are you doing? What's happening? Those are ¿Cómo está usted? Like I said, that is a very formal way to use you. And the other way is ¿Cómo estás? So, for instance, if I talk to Frosty about editing stuff in Spanish, and I just need to know how he is, because he is my boss technically, I will say ¿Cómo está usted, señor Frosty? But if I go and talk to him and want to know how they are, I will just say ¿Cómo estás, Em? That makes sense for you so far?
Sí.
See?
Mm-hmm.
Great. But there is also very informal ways, right? Like instead of hi, how are you, and be so formal with the words, you can say just ¿Qué tal? For this, I can expand in Spanish. You can say ¿Qué tal? ¿Qué hubo? ¿Cómo estás? ¿Qué onda? All of those are good. But you can just stick with ¿Qué tal? For now. And then you have ¿Cómo te va? How is going on? ¿Qué haces? That is very specific. What are you doing? You probably this is one that Bolara can use in her life every day with their cats, right? Right, Bolara?
They're actually not being criminals right now.
Yeah. Well, the next time they are being like that, you can just say very angrily, ¿Qué haces? ¿Qué haces? And practice your Spanish in your house.
I will keep this in mind.
Good. And then there is like this part where you don't know what is going on, what's happening, ¿Qué pasa? For instance, when we are doing through and everyone is dying, I will probably think, ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué está pasando? Wanna try one of these? Just so you know or you get comfortable with the pronunciation if you want. Yes.
¿Cómo te va?
¿Cómo te va? Muy bien. Gio.
Que pasa? Also very commonly used on construction sites.
Yeah. Right? I would be very scared if I'm really in a construction site and they are saying ¿qué pasa? Or ¿qué está pasando? M.
¿Qué tal?
¿Qué tal? Muy bien. Volara.
¿Qué haces?
Yes. Good. 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 These are WhatsApp questions. Then we have etiquette words, right? Whenever I healed Volara during Fru Pro, because she was about to die, instead of she would say thanks, and I will say you're welcome or no problem. In Spanish is de nada, which means literally on one, it was nothing, right? Then you have please, por favor, perdón for excuse me, or disculpe for the same thing. Lo siento, sorry, I could expand on that. Gracias, thank you, and salud, bless you. Do you have any questions for this? Because I'm pretty sure you've seen one that is maybe used for a different context.
Is there a meaningful difference between perdón and disculpe?
Yeah, disculpe is more formal. Perdón is just like it's more close to sorry than excuse me.
I have heard a version of salut be used as like cheers.
Yes.
Like when you're choosing drinks. Yeah.
Yeah, salud is for cheers in drinks. And we have, I hate that my camera is not working right now and I won't fix it. But we have several ways to say salud. For now, salud is bless you, and salud is to be healthy, and salud for cheers. That one you can type there somewhere because I didn't put it in the sheet because I did this 10 minutes before the class, by the way. And then we have greetings. Hola, hello, good morning, buenos días, good afternoon, buenas tardes, good evening or good night, buenas noches. Any questions on those? Come on. You should have at least a question on buenas noches.
It is a greeting, not a goodbye, correct?
Yes. That is very important, and you probably have heard me a couple of times saying good night as a greeting, maybe. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, buenas noches is a greeting too. It can also be a way to say goodbye, or like you use it, good night. But usually it's a greeting. If you go into a restaurant late at night, and when I say late at night, it's probably after 8 p.m. when the sun is gone, absolutely gone. Then you say buenas noches and it's a greeting. Do you want to try any of this? In voice so far. Gio.
Hola, ¿cómo está?
Good, good. Jazz.
Buenas tardes.
Fair, fair. Volara.
Lo siento.
Okay, M.
Buenos noches.
Buenas noches. Good job.
Quick,
Good
quick
job.
question. Did
Yes.
I've heard "Como te vas" used before. Is that asking multiple people how it's going?
¿Cómo te vas? No, I'm pretty sure that one is referred to where are you going, rather. If they are actually using the S.
Oh, okay.
Or where, yeah.
So
Or
it's
how
a
are you
different-
going to a place? Yes,
Okay.
it's a different, that is a verb. It's kind of the same because ba, it's, where is my, I didn't put paint. I don't want to risk another crash. But ba comes from ear. right? The verb ir, go in English. So it's, how is it going? Kinda there, right? How do you go there could be, which is the same verb, is ¿cómo te vas?
I see. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any question at any point, I will answer it. Next slide. This is the part when I'm more excited. This is going to be a homework and a class work and whatever. Verb conjugation. This is way above of what should be a beginner class. Okay? So in Spanish, verbs are really easy to conjugate. Most of them are regular verbs, and when I say most of them, it's probably like 80% of them are regular verbs, and they all have rules to follow. Really easy rules to follow. In this class, we're gonna work just with the verbs that end in AR. Verbs can end in AR, ER, or IR, right? Examples of those are jugar, comer, reír. Play, eat, laugh. And that should be a rule for life, by the way. Anyway, we're gonna work with verbs that end in AR. Why? I don't know. It's simple. So I have a verb here. Mirar. And I should probably put paint here. Anyway, every verb in AR will be conjugated like this. In singular, you will change the root of the word. No, don't, rather. The root of the word will stay there and you will just change the end, the AR. So, mirar in the first person in singular is yo miro. M-I-R-R-O. Yo miro. And you can do the same with the rest. Tú miras, tú miráis, usted mira, él mira, ella mira, nosotras o nosotros miramos, vosotros miráis, ustedes miran, ellos miran, ellas miran. It's really easy. And every single verb that ends like this they work like that. So I'm gonna go, I have a document that I should probably share you right now so you can look at it. Is it not my, yeah, this is mine. Anyone with, yeah, copy. I'm gonna put it in Aula de Jett. This document will have vocabulary that you wanna just check around or use or learn or whatever. But the point is that you have a lot of verbs there. So what we can do right now in class is just use one of those verbs and try it in class. I'm gonna probably just, hold on. Let's change the word mirar for llevar, which means to deliver, right? I can go back here. So now, what I would like you to do is to try to conjugate these verbs on your own. I mean, on voice, right? I know you can do it on the screen or on a notebook or something like that, but I would like you to try this on voice. So let's start with M. Can you conjugate llevar?
And it's llevar, right? Pronunciation starts. So llevaro, llevarás, llevará, llevaremos, llevares, llevarán.
Yes, that is basically it. Let me. I need a better way to do this. I'm so sorry. So yo llevo. To llevas. Is it? No, I think it's with Y. Without yo. Yo llevo, llevas, or lleváis. I'm having an existential crisis here. I'm so sorry. It's with double L. Llevas, llevará, and so on and so on. So let's change the verb and do a different one. Let's try comenzar, which means to begin something, right? So, who wanna try it? Do we have a volunteer, or do I need to appoint people for this?
I will appoint myself.
There you go. Thank you.
Is this a comenzar?
Yes. Let me
Okay.
make it smaller so it's not that annoying, and you can actually see it. There you go.
So it'd be comenzó, comenzás. What was the comenzara? Comenzarmos, comenzaréis, and comenzarán.
Yes. Good job. Good
Yeah.
job. Let's try a different one then. Now, this is good. Empezar. This is also to begin, by the way. What is the difference between comenzar and empezar? There are no difference, really. It's exactly the same thing. You can use them as whatever you want, and you can try to conjugate it. Jazz. You want to try this one?
Yo empezó.
Mm-hmm.
Tú empezáis.
Mm-hmm.
Usted empezará. Nosotros empezamos. Vosotros empezáis. Ustedes empezarán.
Yes. This one is a bit hard because the root changes a bit. So so this one is yo empiezo. Come on. Without the double O. Tú empiezas. Usted empezará. Él empezará. And let's go here. Empezaremos. Now this one changes. We still have the root, which is emp. And sometimes the I, sometimes the E. This is just practice. This is a bit of an irregular verb. Empezaremos, vosotros empezaráis, ustedes empezarán, ellos empezarán, ellas empezarán. Let's see if I have another good Y verb. Yes. No, that is not good. It's very irregular. Gustar. To like. It's Gio back. Can I use Gio for gustar? Oops, can I just... Empiezo. I hate this. I might need to do something different for this. Let's go like this. Gio, can you conjugate gustar? Nope, Gio is not back. Never mind. So I'm just gonna do it myself. Yo gusto, tú gustas, vosotros gustáis. I see my keyboard is wrong. Gustáis. Usted gusta, él gusta, ella gusta. This one is weird because we don't use it in like this. Like I don't say yo gusto del color rojo. I say me gusta el color rojo. It's a different thing because I'm not using yo in the sentence. I'm using me instead, which is a possessive thing. So we don't conjugate gustar like this. We conjugate it like on this rule set of rules for other times, which I'm not gonna do around here. But you can still conjugate it normally for writing and stuff with the normal rules that I said before. Let's see if I have another verb here.
How do you determine what you're going to drop off the end of the verb to change it?
To change it,
Mm-hmm.
it's probably if they are regular or irregular verbs. Can I have the thing that I had before for this? My regular and irregular stuff. I cannot find it. Times, classes, presentations. Okay, let me find the rules for irregular verbs. In Spanish, please.
This is very similar to how conjugation in French works too.
Yes, it's Romance language at
Yeah.
the end. Yeah. So, please go, Em, please.
I was just the differences between languages are so fascinating to me because this is something that like Spanish and French and other Romance languages share, right? Versus Germanic languages that have something similar but opposite. And then you get Nordic languages that are like, fuck you. You just have to memorize the conjugation. There are no rules. Good luck.
Oh yeah, I love the Spanish in that sense because the rules apply like 80% of the time at least. And then you have
Yeah.
these motherfuckers that are the irregular verbs. And it's because and there are no rules for this. They follow like a way. For instance, you have ser, which is something that you will use every day in your life in Spanish, but it's an irregular verb. So ser transforms into soy for yo soy, and then it transforms into eres for the second person, and it keeps going and going. And then we have the second one, which is also ends in er, right? In er. And it has nothing like the other one, like the one before it. It's not using a y, it's nothing like the one before. Haber is a, as, a, hemos, and stuff like that. But then we have something like estar. And this one kind of follows the rules for this one. Kinda. So my recommendation for irregular verbs is that you go here to the dictionary of the Spanish, and then you find something that is like you can go into Google Translate and try to conjugate it in Spanish and see if it say, oh, you're dumb, and that's not the way. Then you can type the word here. Ser. No, not ser. God damn it. Ser. And then you have on the left conjugations. And it will show you how they are supposed to be conjugated in Spanish. In present, and in other times that are very scary right now. But in present, it's okay. And then you will have another one that it's like irregular verb, right? Dar. It's irregular verb. And you go here, conjugation. You look at them and just these ones you will have to like memorize it. But if you find something that just doesn't work in your mind on how it should be conjugated, there's probably another word that it's very similar that will be conjugated the same way. no matter what.
Mhm.
But yeah, go to the dictionary. This is your like. This is the best way to learn how to conjugate. They will show you, and if they don't, like if you don't know anything about the word, they will tell you exactly what it is. So I'm gonna put this one also in the classroom thing. Now, I'm not gonna beat you up. I'm not gonna do more of that. But in the thing that I share in Discord, you will have vocabulary just for you, whatever you want to do with that. You want to research, you want to put the translation in front, something like that. I'm not going to tell you immediately. We can review them the next class or during the week. I'm here all the week. But at the end, you will have this. This is the same tab that I show you in the dictionary. This is your exercises. These are for you.
Mhm.
You can just come here and change the verb. Of course, just the ones in AR because that's the ones we saw today. And then try to conjugate them. And I will probably can't come here and say, yeah, that is okay, or maybe not, that is not okay, this is what should be. Or you can go to the dictionary, right? So far, any questions? We have 15 minutes and I'm gonna ramble for 15 minutes on the word of the day. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
Sounds good for everyone?
Yeah, I'm trying to find a way to save. Do you have this open so that we can save of this? Because right now it's you only.
It's just me? Oh yeah. You. What I want you is to make a copy. You can see it, right? I'm the only one that can
Yeah,
type.
I can see it.
Yep.
I'm just seeing for the option copy.
It's
That's what
in.
I'm looking for right now because it says. No, okay, there it is. Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in
Google
Spanish
Sheets.
for
You know
you.
this. No, it's not. I'm just you know how I fight with Google. We're
Oh
good.
yeah, I see. I mean, if you want to
I
make a
see.
different type of document about with this, be my guest. If I can read it and I can just interact with it, go for it.
Got it.
Anyway, let's do the word of the day. I just need to find the command in freaking streamer bot so it works as it's intended. Word of the day. I forgot to put my music, by the way. So, and I forgot to mute that on my end. Here in Discord, the word of the day should appear at some point. The word of the day is lagartijero. Oh, such a beautiful word. I love this face paint. Oh, good. Didn't appear on the screen that I wanted. So let's go back here. The word of the day, it's gonna work like this. The bot will put a random word every single session, which may or may not be useful, and then we will try to figure it out. For now, figuring it out is just going back into the dictionary, right? So, what do you think it's lagartijero without trying to go into the translator? Any thoughts? Does it sound to anything to you?
Should I ignore the fact that I can read the definition below it?
Can you read it? Like, can you understand the definition?
I know it has something to do with an animal.
That is good. That is good. That is the point. What kind of animal do you think it is?
A tijero makes me think of tiger.
No. Anyone else wants to guess? At all? I'll take that. No. So, oh, come on, Jett. Can I use the right color, please? So we have lagartijero. Or tijera. As anything in Spanish, it has a root, and the root is lagartije. Technically, it's lagartija, which is a lizard. A small lizard, to be honest. So, the definition here is, it says, it's said of an animal that hunts or eats lagartijas, or little lizards. Now, there is something that this is not telling us, and it's the use of this. We don't have an animal that is lagartijero, or I can just think about an animal that can just go and hunt lizards, right? So what we do in Spanish usually is that we take the word and mix it to something that it has no sense whatsoever. So what do you think about a bunch of lizards? What do you think when you see, like, I don't know, a bunch of snakes hanging in the same place? What are they doing?
Nesting.
Nesting. I like that one. Nesting. What other verbs, expressions, adjectives can you use to nesting? Can you be nesting in normal life? Come on, volar. Don't let me hanging.
I'm thinking.
Because you're in the right path.
So the word means an animal that eats lizards.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know that I see the through line that you're having me follow.
So, like I said,
A
we don't
type
have
of bird.
what? A type of bird? You said?
Birds eat lizards. Yeah.
That type of bird could be a lagartijero, yes, but that is not what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about the practical use. So the practical use not always is in the dictionary. Most of the time is, like 99% it's on the dictionary. This time, sadly, no. So, at least in Mexico and probably in the rest of Latin America, people can say a place, it's a lagartijero. Can I type place? And why I say a place? Because we probably are very stupid at Spanish, our own language. And instead of thinking, oh, a lagartijero is something that hunts lizards or lagartijas, we think a lagartijero is a place
I bring you
full
despair.
of lizards. And when we think about a place full of lizards, we're thinking about a place for nesting or just chill out, right? Or rather just a place of lizards, a hazardous place. So, for instance, you can say that that low bar on the corner of your street, that a bunch of drunk people basically live there, that could be a lagartijero in Spanish, at least in Mexico.
A place where lizards nest.
A place with lizard's nest. This.
How does that come out of something that eats lizards?
Oh, yeah. I'm going there.
So the place is eating the lizards? Is that?
No, sadly for us in our first class, it has nothing to do with the. This is what I call understanding things, but by no understanding of the things. So what a Mexican would do, or just a Spanish person would do, is, I don't know what this means. I don't know what lagartijero means. So what I know is lagartija. I know that. I know it's about lizards. The ending of the word also it's used for places or someone that works with things. So in this case, like I said, it's something that hunts, right? But it's something that works with lizards rather. In this case, is hunting lizards for the definition. But for the practical use, since we don't always have a dictionary when you're growing up, especially in like a place where are lizards in Mexico, in the coast, they are not exactly as cities or big cities, so that they don't always have a dictionary. So they also learn things by just thinking what they think they know or they are. So they just think, oh, it's lizard and something that works with lizards. Anything can work with lizards. So you just say, oh yeah, it's a place with a bunch of lizards. This is
So
it.
So the proper definition would be something that hunts lizards,
Yes,
but the slang definition would be a place where lizards hang out.
yes, exactly. And you will use more the slang definition way more often than this, at least for this case. Did you like it? Did you enjoy the word of the day? I know it's not useful. This should be.
I
Uh,
love knowing slang. I feel
Not
like.
useful.
Go ahead, Jazz.
I was just saying, I just enjoy word of the day because we just don't know what we're gonna get. It just makes it interesting.
Volara, what were you
I,
saying?
I always think of like slang in other languages as a weirdly inaccessible thing, so it's nice to learn about it
Yes, yes, yes.
instead of getting it as like because all like language class feels very formalized often, and it's like this is how you're supposed to use the language, and then that's actually not how a lot of people talk.
Yes.
They look
Motherfucker.
at you like you're crazy.
Did you want to say something?
No, I was gonna say what Valara said because this concept is incredibly to me, but I'm like trying to comprehend of a fourth or fifth language here, so it's like, oh, there's still new weird things to learn.
Yeah, Spanish is very weird. I hope you can enjoy it and have fun with the class. Maybe next time I don't crash, and maybe I can put music on the stream and my camera is working and stuff like that. But yeah, I won't make tests for you to have like grades at the end of the classes or months or whatever. I want you to just enjoy learning Spanish. I'm not very good. I don't think I'm very good at teaching, but you ask for me and you have me. So I will try my best. I will try my best. I will try to make you have fun, as much fun as I had when I was learning English. And I will try to update that vocabulary as much as possible. But don't sweat it if you don't know the answer immediately, or if you have to go into the Google Translate a lot of times, right?
The thing is, Jett, you have the most valuable quality for a teacher to have, which is that I like you and therefore will listen.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
this
you.
is very informative.
Nice, nice.
My investment in you as a person makes me more invested in the class, and therefore I will probably learn more.
Nice, nice. I mean,
I agree with this sentiment.
Yep.
hopefully, I just want to be Gandalf for you. I don't want to be. Yeah, I just want to arrive here every week, tell you something, and then you go into the adventure of learning on yourself for the rest of the week, and the next week
And
you
Jett is
come.
never late. He
Yeah,
arrives precisely when he needs.
and the next week you have questions or things you want to learn, right? I will, like I teach you how the words with AR ends, right? I will update this presentation with ER and IR for regular verbs. And next week we can work on irregular verbs and other stuff. And I will post this too here in the Discord. Just not now because it's a mess. It's a mess. So yeah, thanks for coming. And yeah, I don't know. Thank you, thank you for the
No,
opportunity.
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you,